Hey guys, welcome back to ROADCRAFT. We're here on the final goal of the last map. Now, we completed the third goal. Here, we completed the third, we're on the fourth. When you complete the third goal, it's almost like the game is over, but then you get one last thing that says go here and find this thing. Now, we're going to see what happens when we do this. I don't know. I don't want to spoil like too much, not that it's a huge thing, the game doesn't really have a story, but it does kind of look like the game's over, but then it gives you this one last thing. So we're going to see what this is. It might be hard to get over here. Now, I spawned the truck here at this base because it looks like maybe we can just go west, but it's probably not going to be as easy as that. If we can't, I have another idea how to get there, and that is from this point here, it looks like we could easily go north along that. What am I seeing here? So we're going to see what this is. Is this the last goal, or is this just part of it? I think we can go up around that. Yeah, let's go north. We're going to go north here. I think we'll go up around this ridge. The last objective of the third goal, well, I didn't make a video of it. It was really long and difficult. It requires you to get, well, not difficult, just very tedious. It requires you to get a lot of resources. It requires you to get 15 steel beams, which is not hard. It's just a lot of, well, either a lot of money, but I didn't do that. I farmed them. So it was a lot of driving junk cars over to the recycling, and then 10 logs. And if you've been on this map, then you know logs are very scarce. That took a minute. It just took a minute to get that. But once you finish that, it opens up this goal here. Now, we got to find a black box. That's what we're here looking for. And, okay, that was, that's pretty easy. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, it looks like Lady Luck herself is on our side this time.
Where's it
That
at?
truck didn't get too far, and the black box is still inside. Serves them right, I say. We still have to fish it out of the drink, though.
Yeah, let's see. So we got to deliver this somewhere. Let's see what we got. What we're going to be doing here. Yeah, you know, the game acted like it was over. You know, even the credits kind of rolled a little bit, and then it's like, hey, all right, we could bring a crane out here, or, you know what? Why don't we go get our new crane truck? The new crane truck that they released with patch 3.0. I found it to be a pretty capable truck. It'll make it there. It'll definitely make it there. A lot of you guys agreed with me on the mule. I always found the mule to be, yeah, as I say, very tippy. It tips over easily. The new Voron, one huge advantage is it's got one extra axle. It has an entire extra axle, which makes a lot of difference. It's not as tippy. It doesn't tip over as easy. It has a lower center of gravity. It's got a lower center of gravity and one extra axle. It's a lot more capable of a truck, and I think it will make it out there. So I think this would be a great test for that. I potentially could have hooked that block box up to the links and just dragged it out of there, but when you drag stuff with the scout vehicles, it's weird friction with the ground. Not weird, it's as it would be dragging a heavy object with a winch. Yeah, we'll just go put it in the back of this guy here. Let's see how this truck makes it out there. I've used this truck for, well, that last objective of the third goal that I mentioned. We have to deliver all that stuff. It also requires you to deliver, wait, no, actually, before, yeah, it does, but before that, there was an objective to fix pipes, which I used this thing for. In the last video, I used this guy here to fix 3 pipe sections, and it actually did all of them, reached the pipe sections and everything, which I was surprised of. After that, I fixed 2 more pipes with this thing. This thing's been really good. Mostly surprised, this is Kernel. They don't put anything within reach. So I was lucky that the pipes were within reach of this thing, because this is a capable truck, but it still has the same stubby crane arm, you know, that the other crane truck has. Anyway, it's a capable truck. It's been pretty good here. We're going to see if we can deliver this black box with it. Oh, wow. Really, it's muddy here. Let's see. Do I need to... Can I do this without putting my supports out? Oh, yeah. In fact, I probably could have easily dragged this with the with the scout vehicle, but I wanted to use the Voron crane truck. That said, this does kind of look like it was meant to be. Wait, can I strap this on? Yep. This does kind of look like it was meant to be dragged with the scout vehicle. I say that because it's so small, you could easily just drag this behind. I'm not sure where we're taking this. It might be some place where this thing would have trouble getting to. Where are we taking it? No, I mean, look, we've got so many paved roads in this map. All we gotta do is get back to a paved road. We drive southeast. We'll get back to where we came from. I'm glad they gave us a second crane truck, not only because I wasn't a big fan of the mule crane truck, but because there was only one. And a crane truck is something that you use about more than anything, especially in the earlier levels. I would say, you know, period. The only reason you don't use a crane truck as much in the later levels is the terrain just gets so difficult that you have to use bigger cranes for a lot of stuff. But, you know, yeah, a crane truck is one of the things you use the most in this game, and despite the fact I didn't really agree with the mule's handling, you're using it for like everything. I'm surprised they only gave us, well, hey, we've got a second one now. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, well, now we got a second one. So it's good just to have a second option. Let me just jump off this ledge here. Oh yeah, I think so. It's always tricky with wheeled vehicle. Well, that just goes to show it's got a decent center of gravity. I've jumped this thing off of a couple of you know, ledges like that, and it lands good. I haven't flipped this thing yet, but it's relatively new. Give it time, I'll flip it over. So I think we're going to this kind of center hub up here, where the pipe factory is. Oh, that's where we were doing those the wiring. Left the stuff parked out there. All right, we are here at the. This is not this center. No, this is. Oh, okay. This is this place, the Geothermal Station. Yeah, okay. I know where we're at then. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's drop this off. Oh, I think I parked. Did I park too far away? It's easy to forget how short this crane arm is. No, we got it. All right, objective complete. So yeah, we just started the. Oh, that's it. So that was the last goal.
I'm sorry, partner. They just took your catch, brought all the king's horses
See.
to take one little black box. You know, it's just too bad that I backed up all the contents from the black box.
They're trying to add some story intrigue here.
Besides, they could really use that big.
I mean, it's almost like, you know, they're trying to add some kind of, and then there's the rest of the credits, I guess. So
That's a nice catch you have there.
Let's see
Looking
here.
at the data, I have no idea what it means yet. But how about we make it public? You know, like uploading it to a server or 20. Then releasing the password on a public forum, because whatever it is, it's going to lead to some inconvenient questions for some inconvenient people. And
Interesting.
I don't know about
So-
you, but I love nothing more than making the bigwigs feel inconvenienced. What do you say? Oh, for crying out loud!
all right, yeah, it's really funny. It's like at the very last second of the game, they're like, hey, let's throw in some story and intrigue here, and let's this thing around this black box, and you know, a cover up, right? So yeah, you finish the third goal, and the credits start rolling for just like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. And then Kelly comes on and she says the thing about the, and we'll watch the credits here for a second anyway. Although video game credits can be incredibly long, we'll speed it up here. Anyway, and then the thing about the black box, which is what we just did, right? Finding it and then bringing it there. And then that's the entirety of the fourth goal. Seems odd, all right? If you've played enough games, you know, sometimes they hide stuff after the credits. So if they're not too long, I'm going to see if we can see what's after them. Of course, there's still stuff to do in the game. This map, there's still side objectives to do. There's still objectives on the other maps. And even still, I'm not even close to done with this game. I want to play through it again. I want to do all kinds of things. I want to try doing some of the maps with different vehicles. I want to try, well, there's mods. There's mod maps, you know, there's there's still infinite fun to be had with the game. As of right now, I am 210-ish hours. So my first roll of the credits of the game, about 210 hours. I'd say I certainly took my time. Yeah, I also made about 50 or 60 videos uploaded to the channel here of the game. I don't know exactly how many. I'd guess around 50. We'll say 50-ish, maybe 40. I don't know. I've made a lot of videos of the game, so that inflated my game time a little bit, perhaps. And that looks like the end of the credits. And all goals completed. Yeah, but there's still more to do. There's still a lot more to do. So, no, I don't expect a huge... Well, I don't expect a huge climax to a game like this because there's no story at all. But they put something at the end. It's fine. It's cool. So, congratulations. You completed all the primary goals of the main campaign. Explore and finished. Right. So, we can... here, let's continue playing. All right. Yeah, I don't expect... I mean, there basically is no story, except for what they inject at the very end, so I don't expect there to be... No, it's fine. All right, so here on this map, we still have these things here. We got one pipe to fix. We got some things to deliver. Let's have a look at what else we've got. Here we are back at the hub, and we see some of the things that I've left in my game. Some maps, I just got tired of them, and I moved on. A lot of these I got tired of after a while, moved on, and then I went back and, 100%ed them. But you can see we still have a little bit of progress in Deluge and a little bit in Sunken. What is left in Deluge? Because I don't remember, and that's the one that's only 86%. The map's complete, obviously. See, all 3 goals are complete. Let's see what we left undone here. Huh. I logged into Deluge, and I'm in my scout vehicle in the search area for something. Apparently, when I left off here, I was doing something. Let's see here, objectives. There's quite a few. Ooh, find missing parts of a rocket booster. That sounds cool. Yeah, there was a... Yeah, and I haven't done that yet. I remember seeing that. That's interesting. So, there's still some stuff to do here in Deluge. There's still stuff to do on a few of the maps. Yeah, and we can kind of look around for something here. So that's the end of ROADCRAFT. Well, it's the end of the game. It's not the end of my playthrough of it, and it's not the end of the content here on the channel by any means. No, it's literally just the credits of the game. Now, now we can start really having fun with the game because now I've officially beaten it. I still got 100% it though. We still got to get 100% on all these maps. But then we can start, I don't know, in a way, start having fun. I want to try doing some different challenges on different maps. Start a different playthrough of the game. You know what I thought about doing is seeing if I could do a playthrough of the game using nothing but rusty vehicles, or something like that. I don't know. So I got to find these rocket parts here in this swamp. I'm going to get on this, and we're going to call this video here, guys. So I just alt-tabbed and checked, and I have 211 hours. So for me, that's playthrough complete, although not 100% at 211.4 hours. I look forward to playing a lot more, and we'll have more videos here on the channel real soon. Well, for instance, probably for this rocket booster thing. This sounds cool. Find rocket booster parts. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know where that goes or anything like that, so that's maybe what we're doing next. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.